Okay, y'all, so it's been a day, and yet here we are, I am trying to think of like the best word to use. I don't really like the word warrior because warrior to me is like you're fighting. But I mean, I guess it is like a fight. So I am a PMDD warrior. If any of y'all know what that is, definitely leave it in the comments below. PMDD is basically, it's premenstrual dysphoric disorder is what it means. Dysphoric disorder. Symptoms including moodiness, pain, headaches, nausea. I mean, the list goes on and on, all the way to the point of suicidal ideation. Thankfully for myself, I do not have the suicidal ideation bit. I do have mood swings, pain, frustration. A lot of other PMDD warriors, they like to call the week before their flow, they call it Hell Week. And to me, it's too much. So I like to lighten up the mood, and for me, it's my fluffy week. So that is what I call it. That's where I presently am in now, and it's been a day. According to Google, some of the symptoms for PMDD people may experience, mainly women may experience, are pain areas in the breast muscles or pelvis, mood swings, sadness, anger, anxiety, hopelessness, or panic attacks. Sleep, you can have excessive sleepiness or insomnia. Behavior, irritability, and crying. Also common, your appetite changes, bloating, depression, diminished interest in unusual activities. Economic or social dysfunction due to symptoms, fatigue, feeling overwhelmed, food cravings, headaches, increased sensitivity to rejection, lack of concentration, self-critical thoughts, water retention, or weight gain. So basically, I always think of it as like PMS on steroids in a way. Understanding and finding out that I am a PMDD warrior, it was a lot for me. I found out probably, I want to say 4 to 5 years ago now. And it's definitely a lot. Like I would literally at points be on the side of the road, like just having to pull over on the side of the road because I was crying and I didn't know like what the F was happening. And then I couldn't see to drive because I'm just like crying like crazy, and I'm like, this is too much, like I don't understand, da da da, like what is wrong? Like I was literally fine, and then I'm like overwhelmed with anxiety and irritability and frustration and sadness, and I'm just like, and so angry. And a lot of these symptoms to me are very much as well associated with your soul awakening, like your soul really shouting at you, like your inner child, like, hello, are you not paying attention to me? I'm literally here. I've been here your entire life. Can I get some attention? Like, this is what I need. And usually it's either like food, sleep, moving your body, giving yourself extra self-care, extra time to be easy, not be so much moving all the time, but just really sitting with your body and telling your body, I am safe, I am loved, everything is okay, everything is fine. And even if your body doesn't feel like everything is fine, Really embracing your body and talking to your nervous system and your body and your inner child and saying, we've got this. We are breathing. We are safe. We've got this. And truly breathing in your nose, out your mouth, and doing those belly breaths. In your nose, into your belly, out your mouth. And with this, I found, after I was aware, because when all this was going on, I didn't even know. I wasn't talking to Archangel Michael, like there was a whole thing. But now with my awareness, really doing the 4, 7, 11 breaths and talking to my body, talking to my cells on a cellular level, talking to my cells on a cellular level has truly been phenomenal. Like, I can feel all of the magic going on inside of my skin. Like, I can literally feel and see like the whole spiritual sprinkles, tingles, all on my skin when I start talking to my cells, when I start talking to my being, my physical vessel of who I am. And she truly appreciates it, and it is no joke, like no joke at all whatsoever. And yeah, PMDD is a real thing. I'm just seeing, I don't know if there's anything else more on. Yeah, I mean, there's literally so much. There's so much on it. Yeah, you want to call them different episodes. Yeah. Yeah, anger. Anger is like, so to try to put it in a formation of expression of what I feel like on the inside, with today being one of those heavier, fluffy days for me, is it's like it feels almost the same as when I have a cellular death and rebirth cycle, which is more than likely what's happening at the same time. I feel like everything in my cells are just like ping-ponging within my body. Like, if you could see inside, it just feels like all of my cells are like ping, 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 pong, ping, pong, ping, pong, all over the place, to where I am so agitated that I'm just angry. Like, and I just don't know what to do. And at that point, I could end up crying, I could end up yelling, I could end up snapping out. Like, there's so many things. But with all of these things being said, my awareness as to what is going on within my body, my physical vessel, I'm so aware. And I know today I was massively dehydrated. I kept trying to go to the store. I hit like 2 different stores. It was a busy, crazy day. Like, I'm not even joking. I had gone to 2 stores and I only drank a specific water. I drank alkaline water, 9.5 pH, nothing less. And I shall be getting either a Kagan water system. I know people say that different ways. I can only think of the pronunciation of Kagan, but I know there's others. And then there's a couple other water systems that I've been very interested in. And then, of course, the spring water straight from the mountains. That is absolutely amazing. And oxygenizing, I think I'm saying that incorrectly, but basically you're adding more oxygen in your water. So by swirling it, you're creating a vortex. And of course, constantly intentions with your water, creating those quantum leap opportunities with your water. Your water holds memory. We are water. We hold memory. Like, it's all a whole beautiful synchronistic forum that is us. Water is us. We are water. It is just beautiful. Divine relationship. Truly deep divine relationship with water. Unity is what it is with water. And because I'm literally in the middle of this 9-day challenge for trusting into myself. I'm bringing in, calling in all of these new higher energies, and then I didn't have enough water. So of course, and then I'm on my fluffy week and all these things. It's going to happen. So I felt very guided to hop on here and just really speak to my present state of how I'm feeling. And yes, healing our souls and all of these beautiful things is amazing and transformative, but at the same time, I'm still in a human vessel. This is my meat suit, or this is my meat suit, and I'm going to experience humanisms on all different levels. Like, it just is going to happen. That's the whole point of learning all of these things about myself, my soul, and purpose, and then being able to speak on them to help others. And that is truly what this is for. I had no idea what PMDD was at all. I just was like, I don't feel well. And then, of course, the medical field wants to be like, we can give you all these different scripts and all these different drugs if you'd like to try them. Side effects are possible suicidal ideation, depression, craving or curbing of appetite, like fatigue, insomnia, literally every single possible symptomatic from PMDD can be the same, just the same with all of these said medications that they're attempting to prescribe to me. And I'm just not about it. I'm not about the pharmaceuticals at all. Big pharma. Like, no, that is not me at all whatsoever. With all that being said, what I started diving into is medicinal chocolates, my vegan chocolates that I make. Definitely clearing and cleansing here. So I started making these chocolate pops, and I would also make vegan cake pops, vegan gluten-free cake pops, but they were infused with, and they are infused with medicinal herbs that help to treat my symptomatics of my PMDD. So they help with mood, they helped with my sleep, they helped with calming my nervous system down. And it's all like the best parts, but also the fact that they're chocolates and I'm on my fluffy week, and I don't know about you, but many, many women, to my understanding, we crave chocolate during our flow and before our flow, our moon, our sacred moons, and I absolutely love them. Like, they're so good. They're so delicious. I can make them in almost any kind of flavor that you like. My favorite ones are the Chill Buds, which is just a solid chocolate rose pop. And then I'll see if I can put some pictures of them or videos of them in the ending of this video. So the Chill Buds, which is just like a thin, not really thin, but like it's good enough size chocolate rosebud pop. So Chill Buds. And then also I love my cake pops because it's just like, it's literally like any other cake pop, except it's vegan, it's gluten-free, and it helps my symptoms. So I don't feel like a crazy nutbag, and like I can breathe and relax and truly have that calmness over my nervous system to be able to process these things and thoughts that are coming up within my psyche that, one, don't even fucking belong to me. Two, 9 times out of 10 are more so ancestral. And three, to be able to function to the best of my extent in being a mother, Gigi. I mean, there's so many hats. There's so many hats, right? caretaker for my nan. I mean, it goes on and on. But the main thing is being able to take care of me. Just being able to take care of me is so important. Because when I can't take care of me, my inner child, she gets so sassy and so snappy and miss attitude up to like through the roof, angry, frustrated, and then also with those lower frequencies in come all even more of the complete just like on pouring of thoughts that don't serve me, lower frequencies. Oh, you don't ever get what you want. Oh, you never take care of me. You're always so focused on everyone else. Why don't you give me enough attention and care? Like, she really is hurt. Like, she's so fucking hurt. And I had a talk with her earlier, right before this call or this video, and just really kind of sat, and I'm going to be doing it again because apologizing for not being hydrated, not eating enough, not doing what I need to be doing throughout my day. And at the same time, when I am eating, like I made these banging, they were so freaking good. Steak, onion, and cheese tacos earlier. All vegan, all gluten free. My daughter's like, you should really write a cookbook, Mom. I'm like, you know what? Maybe. She's been telling me for years. So maybe now is the time. We'll see. Because she's like, yeah, the other stuff you made just the other day was really, really good too. And it was like this veggie bake. It was banging and delicious. I love cooking. I put so much soul and love into my food, anything I make. It's truly just like, because I feel it's nourishing me. So why would I not put all that love and soul into my food that's going back into my body? That's how I look at it. Yeah. So if any of that could possibly interest you, comment below, and who knows, maybe I'll end up writing like a mini vegan and gluten-free cookbook. With that, because she's like, yeah, there's a lot of gluten-free ones and there's a lot of vegan. She's like, I don't really see anything that's like vegan and gluten-free. I'm like, yeah, I can never. But thankfully, I know my diet, and I know it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. This is the life that I live. I know what has gluten in it 9 times out of 10. I know what's vegan or not. It's simple for me because I've been doing it for so long now. But other people who are starting out, I mean, it's not simple starting out, that's for sure. There was so many times my heart broke and I'm like, oh my God, I can't eat this anymore. Like literal. And then if I was in my fluffy week, like crying, like real tears, like my heart was so broken. And then now I'm just like, oh, it's totally fine. Like I just sub this out and sub this out and it's fine. And 9 times out of 10, at least to me, it tastes even more delicious than like the actual whatever, because it is living, it is chemical free, it is not processed, and it is made with love by me. So yeah. If any of that interests you, comment below. I would love to hear, and may take it up with my, like my daughter said about the cookbook. But back to the chocolates. The chocolates are, they gave me back my life, which now it almost makes me want to cry, and I'm like getting into my massive hormonal everything. They gave me back my life to be able to not snap out at my kids, to be able to process my emotions and show my inner child love and grace and compassion, and not anger and frustration, because she doesn't deserve that. She doesn't deserve that, and neither do you. Neither does your family. My children never deserved me yelling and snapping out at them. I didn't know what else to do at the time, but I knew that if I would possibly take a a pharmaceutical something, that I would probably not be okay. Literally 20 years ago, my eldest son, I was 15 at the time, and very much asleep, not aware of any of these things that I practice and do rituals on, and following the guidance of my mother. I love her so much. I love you so much if you ever decide to watch this, but very much asleep and so blind to all of the beautiful, amazing possibilities that we have as far as the birthing process, pre-birthing process, post-birthing, like the whole entire, the options and opportunities we have in bringing our children into this world, including prep before you even conceive, is literally fucking beyond. Like, it is so magical, so special. And for any of you watching, considering having kids in the future, like, I truly, truly recommend, highly recommend that you dive deep into that. Dive deep into it. See what all you have, like the natural birth, you don't need to have an ultrasound. What for? There's no reason. Like, they never used to do any of this stuff back in the day, you know? None of it. Everything was just, your doula is able to feel where a baby is in your belly, and just, it's such a gift. And to be able to connect with your baby and just trust into your mother's intuition, and it's so heightened during pregnancy. Like, you fucking know. And this whole entire world creates all of this misconception and drama for your mama and from your mama because of how she was raised, just programming it on to you. And it's so unnecessary. There's no point. There's no point. I mean, they have their vendetta and all that, but there's really no point. And I just highly recommend you research. If you have not conceived, or either, whichever way, you're already in pregnancy, however far, whichever trimester, do your research. It's never too late to decide, I want to do a natural birth. Unless for some reason you have a medical issue, situation going on. My pregnancies were lots of complications going on. I don't even know. I mean, I might have been able to have a natural birth. I know not for my youngest. I had a vasa previa and placenta previa. So if I would have gone into labor, either one of us could have passed. So that was a lot for a different video. I'll have to discuss those things. But yeah, do your research and know you have a voice. And if you haven't found it yet, you best be finding it, because you're bringing life into this world and they need you. They chose you just like you chose them. And if you're able to, prior to conceiving, please, 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 please do your soul work, your inner work. The more ancestral patterns and programs you can break and transmute, the better for your baby or babies. Like, completely. 7 years back and 7 years forward. Just, yeah. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, keep watching different videos that I'm posting, because I'm diving into all of the super fun stuff. And Google. The world is at your fingertips. Take advantage. Use it to your best. Foot forward. Something like that. Yeah. But yeah. Cake Pops, if you want to check them out, you can check out my site. I do have them on there. I can custom order however you want and need. And disclaimer, as in my captions in my video description, I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice. This is just my experience and what's worked for me and what I allow and don't allow into my body, into my vessel, into my temple. Yeah. And yeah, so the chocolates, it's like almost by dosing to points. I'm very sensitive to everything, but I'll eat like one cake pop or one chill bud and I'm good for however long. I think I would eat like maybe 2 cake pops a day, not even. Also, they're really good. So, and I make them. So I had the ability to eat however many, but I think max I did before was like 3. And there is lavender. There are different herbs in them. You can check that out on the site as well. If you have any allergies, please message and relay that for sure before ordering. Yeah, just completely worth it to me. And with all of this coming to light again, I will be making some more. So sometimes I'm doing well and I don't have so many symptomatics come up. But at the same time, with how this year, the year of the snake 2025 has been, so much shedding of the old occurring, I feel like it's best that we keep some. I usually keep them in the freezer just because I like cold chocolate. I usually keep my chocolate in the freezer or the fridge. It like depends on what it is. The cake pops, I love them in the freezer. And the chocolate buds, I think I keep them in the freezer too just because they last longer, but also like we eat them and they're safe for kids too. And I also do make like a version for children under 5 at the same time because some of the things they can't have. That's why I said custom ordering completely. You relay to me what you're looking for, what your symptomatics are, and what your focus is and your goals. And we can work through that and find the recipe that's best for you as far as the medicinal part. And medicinal to me is the herbs because herbs are plants. It is what medicine was created from however many thousands of years ago. And to me, that's all we need is the herbs. Yeah. So all that being said, PMDD can be a bitch. At the same time, she can be your fucking bitch. So you decide, do your research. If you feel like you could possibly have PMDD, I highly recommend you can just Google, like, I think it's like, there's like a 2-minute, if I can find the site and everything, I can link it in the description below. But it's like a maybe 2 to 5 minute questionnaire thing that they ask you. You can like Google this. How do I know if I have PMDD? And you put in all your symptomatics and everything, and then it'll let you know like you may be a candidate, you may not be, all these things. Not like you want to be a candidate, you know, but like sometimes it's nice to understand how you're feeling, and then you can basically you're aware. It helps with your awareness. It helped me a lot to understand, okay, 1, I'm not alone. 2, I'm not losing my mind. 3, there are options for treatments. But then once I got to the point of seeing what those options are and them bulkily being within the pharmaceuticals, I was just like, you know what? No, we're going to go back and we're going to dive deep into herbalism and just grasping my witchy magic and really plug this and figure it out. And I did. So yeah, highly recommend if you feel any of those types of feelings. Symptomatics usually happen the week prior to your sacred moon, your flow, your period. They can linger a bit after, as well as throughout the month, depending on like my brain's going like the severity level, but it's like I'm not trying to say that to scare anyone. That's not what it is, but it's just like basically the level of impact your symptoms have on you and how well you can function and everything throughout the day. I mean, there are those whom, if they are having suicidal ideation or anything like that, they may be on medication, but they could be on medication for other things as far as depression, all these things. Yes, herbs are amazing, but at the same time, I've taken a few psychology courses and I do understand how your synapses work in your brain, and as well as trauma responses. And we get these, this is like almost going into a whole different video, but we get these different psychological blocks that we place up for protection, and depending upon your environmentals, where you live, if you feel safe, how your nervous system is doing. I mean, there's numerous things that play into this, but they all do have a massive part in it. And in general, with all of that, that does play in to possibly having PMDD or not, because to my understanding, PMDD is not really something that you're born with. It's something that you develop, because I know for me personally, I was not having symptomatics until maybe 6 years ago, but at the same time, I was not aware. So my mother would say, oh, you're just PMSing. You're just a bitch. Like, and looking back in retrospect, I can see the signs and symptoms of me having PMDD. Even my daughter, she's 17, like I see that in her, and she's aware, and I've told her all these things, like, look, mommy's going through different things and trying to have her gain her awareness, but at the same time, she's 17. She is still going through her spiritual awakening process. She is 17, so she's like hormonal, and she's a mother. She's an amazing mother, growing through all these beautiful things with her daughter. Her daughter's 2, so she's got a lot going on with her at the same time, and I have been there. But I'm her mom, so like she takes what I say to heart sometimes and not so much other times. But if I'm saying it, I'm like, at least it's kind of filtering into your subconscious, and like maybe you'll be aware. But I will say the cake pops do help her. They really do help her, and she's not on any kind of medication. Our whole family does these liquid vitamin supplements, like under your tongue and everything, so I definitely highly recommend those. Again, different video. But, and all that being said, I've seen the difference. Like when she does eat a cake pop or eat a chocolate pop, and even in my youngest daughter, she's 7, she'll calm down and she won't be so like ping-pongy. She's not anywhere near her sacred moon, but at the same time, she's female, so she does go through the emotional process, but she just is not having any kind of actual flow frequencies going on. Yeah. I was trying to decipher if that was the best wording that I could put, but yeah, she's just no bleeding at this moment in time. Yeah. But all that being said, I would love to do a reading. I feel like with this being so long, I'm gonna have this be a separate video, and then I'm gonna jump right back on here and do this reading, because I have a familiars deck and then herbalism. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I will input some of the videos of my chocolate pops and cake pops. We also have medicinal lemonades and other goodies as well too on our site. So if you're interested, leave a comment below or feel free to check out our site and order from there. Again, if you have any allergies, please message me that when ordering. And again, if you have any custom order or whatever, I would love to know what your focus and goal is. And yeah, I'm very excited and willing to serve. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're interested in this reading, be sure to click on the next video. Much love and blessings.